All right, we're live. Welcome back to the Media Unrestricted podcast. I'm Dylan.
I'm Chase.
And we're just going to get right into it here. As you can see on the screen here, we have Kevin Feige confirming that Deadpool 3 is going to be an MCU movie and it's going to be rated R.
Which is great.
Yeah, there's been a lot of speculation as to like what the rating of this movie was going to be, whether or not it was going to be PG-13 or rated R, mainly because Disney released a PG-13 cut of Deadpool 2 called Once Upon a Deadpool back in, I think, December of 2018.
Yeah, December, I believe.
Was it 2018 or 2019? It might have been 2019 because it came out in 2018. It might have been 2019. I can't remember. It was one of those, but he released. They released. It was 2018, December 2018. I'm sorry. But they released that, I guess, to test the waters of what a PG-13 Deadpool could look like. A lot of people, I mean, it didn't. A lot of people said it didn't work.
I know we saw it, and I didn't think it. I thought some parts were fine, like with the bleeping and stuff. But other than that, it was just the same movie. To be honest, it really didn't add anything too new to it.
Yeah, but I think it's a good idea that they're going to keep it a rated R. But I think it's kind of interesting that they're making it an MCU movie too.
Yeah,
which opens the door in the future for it to cross over with, say, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, or maybe the X-Men franchise when that comes around.
Yeah, I think it has to be rated R because Deadpool is just that character. You need rated R because, like you said, the PG-13. I don't think it did anything. Like I said, it didn't do anything too new with it. So, but I think rated R is where it needs to be, and I really think, like you said, this could set up, Spider-Man and like everything, because I know we need X-Men in the MCU, so I believe this is the front, this is the door, so, everything that's going to come right behind it, it's going to lead to good things. But I'm glad it's going to be rated R, and I'm glad it's going to be in the MCU, because Deadpool is a character I think we need with Spider-Man and everything, since I know they have a good past, so I'm excited to see it when it comes out.
Yeah, I feel the same way. He pretty much said everything. There's really not much else I can add to that.
Yeah, because it just came out, so it's still. I don't even think is it filming yet. I know it's filming. So
he said they're not going to film this year.
Oh, so
because I said Ryan's still trying to figure out the script and everything.
Oh well, I can't wait for it.
And he's a busy man. So.
I just hope it's better than 2 because Deadpool 2 was fine.
It's just I just like that we actually have an announcement on Deadpool 3 that it is coming. I know they haven't started filming it yet, but that it is coming.
It is coming. It's
Ryan's going to be Deadpool again.
MCU,
and it's going to be rated R. So looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Next topic is that Disney Marvel expect Black Widow to keep its May 2021 release date, and that was part of the same conversation that they had in the interview, I believe, with Kevin Feige they had for the Deadpool thing, because he revealed a lot of information about a bunch of different Marvel projects and just things like that, including that they expect Black Widow to keep its May release date.
Yeah, which is good because we just need this movie. I couldn't do another delay on this movie. It's been a long time coming for it, so I can't wait. The trailers, like I said, have been awesome. I think the movie's going to be great. I say that now, and we saw Wonder Woman turned out. But I think it's going to be great. I hope it doesn't move because we talked before the show. It's just we gotta get on with the show. You just gotta release these movies. We cannot be without these movies. I know everything's going on, but you just gotta put them in theaters and just see how it goes. You can't just be holding off anymore. You just gotta put it on the screen and see what happens. You know what? I think Marvel people will turn out for it, no matter what the situation is. I just want it. So May is only 4 months away. So. Yeah. I think it's probably going to be on Disney Plus maybe as well. I think they've been trying to talk about that too. Do what they did with Wonder Woman Disney Plus in theaters.
Well, I think what they might do is put it in theaters first and then wait, I think, for the theatrical run to be over and then put it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Because they'd face a lot of backlash if they put it on Disney Plus the same day they released it in theaters.
Like Wonder Woman. People will just stay home. So.
Well, because also like theaters and stuff, because a lot of movie theaters like AMC and stuff, they were threatening Warner Brothers with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
But
it's kind of a big deal for him.
But I'm glad. He's saying that he expects it for a May 2021 release. So let's keep that up and get another Marvel movie or start it off again.
Yeah, and we're gonna move on to yet another Marvel movie, and this one's actually Morbius. Yeah, it's being delayed until the fall. I think they said October of 8th is what it says.
7 months.
It was expected to come out on March 19th, but it's being delayed until October 8th of later this year. And I mean, I'm hoping it keeps that release date, and I'm hoping that since they delayed this, that doesn't mean they're going to delay Venom.
Yeah, I don't want Venom 2 to be changed either. I know me and you both in our most excited for movies of this year, Morbius was in both of ours. I've been excited since that first trailer we came out. It sucks that, I mean, we're going 7 months. I really kind of, what my question is, what's wrong with the March 19th release date? What's wrong with it? I mean, why we got to move it? Yeah. I just don't understand why we got to move it to October. And like I said, and if now Venom's going to be changed, it's just going to suck. I mean, everything's just being moved, just puts a toll. And this is 7 months. And if I remember correctly, I believe Morbius in 2019, or 2020, sorry, was planned for October.
Oh, yeah, it was.
So why didn't they just start October 1st, if that's what our plans are?
I don't know. That's a good question.
But I just want the Morbius movie because I've read some of his comics, and his comics are good. And I think Jared Leto could knock this one out of the park instead of his Joker. I think everybody could say you're Morbius, not Joker. No one can ever think about Joker with Morbius. So I saw they came out with the new poster. The poster looks cool. Just guess 7 months we wait because it was just going to be 2 months.
Yeah.
We wait to 9 months. Sucks.
Well, we're going to move on from a Marvel movie over to horror, which are like the polar opposites. Yep. But we're going to move over to Halloween Kills, which comes out later this year. They released a new image that you see right here on your screen. And to me, it feels like a callback to the 1978 movie when he's standing on top of the stairs.
Yeah. And you kind of get your first full look at him. And he looks great in all of his glory. And I know we're both excited for Halloween Kills as well. I'm just glad to see him because I think that mask looks really cool too. With it kind of being half burnt. I mean, you kind of can't see all that, but if you remember the trailer, you saw that. But it's just cool to see him there because, like you said, I think it's a nice homage to 78's movie with him on the stairs. So I think they did that on purpose too. So
yeah,
but it's cool to see Michael ready to get us back in the theaters in October. Yes, October.
Yeah, it's October.
Yep.
All right.
I guess before we go to TV shows, let's do a couple movie reviews. One from you and me, and then just one.
Okay.
We got me and you got to see after last week's show, New Mutants.
Yeah.
Which I was kind of looking forward to.
Oh, I was too. Yeah.
But it didn't work out as well as I wanted it to.
Yeah.
I'll let you kind of give your thoughts real quick.
Well, I mean, I just didn't feel like, honestly, the movie had that coherent of a plot. Mm-hmm. Like, we never really got exactly... I don't think we ever got established, like, what the movie was supposed to be about.
No.
Like, what were they in the asylum for? The doctor said it was to make them better, but they learned... I think they learned the doctor and the hospital was controlled by, like, a corporation.
Yeah, or something.
Did they ever explain why? Did they say the corporation was doing it to make them into weapons?
Like, to bring them into, to bring them, like, as weapons or bad guys or something like that?
But they never, like, we never saw anything about the corporation other than just, this is the name of the corporation and this is what they're doing. Like, There were no bads from the corporation. There was no other development from that corporation. Like, there weren't, like... This is supposed to be a movie in the X-Men universe, but
they have like one.
They said something about the something X-Men, and that's the only reference to the X-Men we got in the whole movie. So like, I don't know what they were trying to accomplish with this movie. It just didn't work for me.
Yeah.
I'll be right
back. I'll give my thoughts on it. I thought, and where I know he'll say the exact same thing. I thought the ending of the film is where it really kind of struggles in the end. Because if you were telling someone that really what the ending is about a bear, is kind of like the villain, I guess you could say. And if you would tell someone that, I just think someone's gonna look at you like, "What are you talking about?" Would you agree to that?
What's that?
About the ending, like the more or less the whole villain of the whole story is a giant bear is stupid as hell.
Oh yeah, it's like a giant phantom bear.
Yeah, I just think that's stupid.
Yeah, the villain of the story of it was the villain of the story was the doctor, but like
More or less, yeah.
the
this bear is
the
the thing they start off.
it's
with.
like an unseen enemy that you don't see until the end of the movie, basically, where it eats the doctor and then starts attacking because I think the bear is what might be behind all of their nightmares,
Yeah,
like
I
all
think
the
so, yeah.
the evil things they're envisioning.
Yeah.
Which that's another thing that I have to criticize about the movie. I understand they wanted to make it scarier, which they should have done, but I don't think they did.
Yeah.
Mainly because we get a few scares from each person's individual fears, but it's super quick.
Well,
the
more or
only
less they've driven one of them out, in my opinion.
the only they only went into explanations about, or they only basically focused on one person's fear, and that was Anya Taylor-Joy's character's fear of like a smiley man killer or something that went into her room when she was younger.
Yeah,
and like that's basically like the monster that one of the monsters that chases them around the hospital throughout the last half of the movie.
Yeah, and to be honest, she was the only good character in the film.
Yeah, she's the only character they actually bothered to flesh out. Like a lot of the other ones, we didn't really get a whole lot of backstory to. Even the main character, who's like that Native American who has the bear thing as her nightmare.
Yeah.
She's not as fleshed out as Anya Taylor-Joy's character, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, but like I said, and it just didn't work. Like you said, they wanted it. You could tell they wanted it to be horror. They just
didn't know
away with it.
They didn't know how to execute it.
Yeah, and it's like I said, if you would tell someone randomly how this movie ends, they're going to be like, "What are you talking about? What did you just watch?"
Yeah.
Like I said, they only driven out one character, and some of the one dude who plays Jonathan in Stranger Things. Like, I kind of was wanting to like his character, but his character's accent was bad. I didn't like it that much.
Because he was supposed to be like a Southern Texas character, yeah.
I just didn't think the movie was as good as I wanted it to be. I had high hopes for the film, but I just think it was a letdown. And you said right after we watched it, if we could have put it in our 2020, it would have been our disappointments for both, for sure.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I got the chance to watch Love and Monsters.
Really?
Yes, and I really enjoyed the film. I thought it was very good.
Yeah, keep talking. I'm going to pull up something.
Michael Rooker's character, he's not in it that much, but he's awesome. Dylan O'Brien was great. The girl that's with Michael Rooker is young Gamora.
Really?
Yeah, she was good. The monsters were cool. The idea of kind of the story is from the trailers, if you remember, Dylan O'Brien's character is in love with the main girl right there in the middle, and there's a meteor coming to Earth, and they shoot nuclear things and destroy it, but all the things from it comes down and all makes all the animals and bugs, reptilians, all this into monsters. And some of the monsters are really cool. It's a really nice looking movie too. And then this dog that he gets midway through the movie is really cool. I felt like this movie was a mixture of The Last of Us meets Fallout with the dog, but just not as it has a few good funny moments still. Dylan O'Brien's character is really a bright spot. I feel like ever since Teen Wolf, he just took off, and he's good. And as you see on the score, it's 92%, and I definitely think it deserves it. It's a fun monster movie. The only thing if I had a complaint with it is you get the villains. You really don't think there's going to be any, but they're at the end. They're kind of not much fleshed out to them, but kind of the movie does set up a sequel possibility. And if they do, I can't wait for it. You definitely got to see the movie. It's really good. I really like the movie a lot. I give it a 8 out of 10, to be honest.
Basically what the audience score is.
Yeah, and if I had to give New Mutants, I give it, how about a 5?
A 5?
I give it a 5.
Yeah, I gave it a 6.
I give it a 5.
I guess I liked it a little bit more than Chase did, but not by much, honestly. A 6 is still...
don't get me wrong, I wanted to like New Mutants.
Yeah.
I really did. I mean, I didn't hate it. I didn't like hate it. It wasn't everything I wanted it to be. Love and Monsters is one I definitely recommend if you can get a chance to see it. It's really good. Definitely worth the watch.
All right. We already talked about Halloween Kills. All right. The next one we're going to talk about is we're going to TV shows, and that is Kevin Feige during that interview talked about the different episode lengths for shows like Loki, Falcon Winter Soldier, and She-Hulk. And we have a few of them in this article here to show you. Let me go down here. Right here, Falcon and Winter Soldier is 30 minutes, but due to Disney Plus, some can be 23, some can be longer, some can be shorter, some can be 23 minutes, and some can be much longer than that, as he says. He also says She-Hulk, for instance, is being developed as 10 to 30 minute episodes. So a lot shorter than what we're usually used to. Some will be longer and some will be shorter. But around, it's 10 30-minute episodes, excuse me, not 10 to 30-minute episodes. 30-minute episodes, excuse me. Some will be longer, some will be shorter. And then he says Loki and the Falcon and Winter Soldier is being developed as 6 40 to 50-minute episodes. And I'm guessing with that, it can be longer, it can be shorter.
Yeah.
So they're saying Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier is probably going to be about as long as a Mandalorian episode.
Yeah.
Which would make sense to me.
Which I think those, to be honest, are the ones I think that deserve the more time-driven episodes, because I think those are going to be the... I mean, I know everything's going to be more like story to continue for the MCU, but I think those are going to be the key ones to keep everything going along.
Yeah.
And then, as you say right here, Moon Knight will be in 6 to 40 to 50-minute episodes, which is pretty long for a character that not a lot of people know.
And something we don't know is episode lengths for Hawkeye, Miss Marvel, and the What If series. He didn't say anything about that.
If I had to guess on them, though...
I'd say that'd probably be about...
I think the 30 minutes
yeah.
or so. If Hawkeye would probably be the one pushing 40.
I wouldn't be surprised if the What If series were like 15 minutes.
I say 15, 20 minutes.
About as long as like a SpongeBob episode or something.
Yeah.
Because they are animated, and it's not like... To me... I can see that What If series being like a series of animated shorts.
I feel like it should be like
instead of like an actual episode length for each thing.
I think 15, 20 minutes, no longer than that.
Yeah, I think the Hawkeye and Miss Marvel are probably going to be around the 40 to 50 minute mark.
Yeah, but I'm glad to see we got some times, and She-Hulk being, I guess, the longer one, so I don't know. I mean, episode-wise, so I don't know what they're planning with that, but... I can't wait for them. I mean, we start Marvel shows this Friday, so we can talk about that next week.
Yeah, and Are You Afraid of the Dark? Season 2 trailer and premiere date were released on Nickelodeon during the NFL game.
Yeah, I know you don't really know anything about Are You Afraid of the Dark?
No, I know. I'm a millennial, but I don't know shit about a show that was popular when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was during I think it was the 90s, and they also had books. I remember the books from where we were in school.
Yeah.
But it's more of a like Goosebumps, but more. I feel like it was more scarier than Goosebumps was, because some of the episodes were hit or miss. But they released the new trailer, and I saw the first season, and the first season was really good. It has the fat kid from It. He's and he was good. The second season, I think, is going to be really good. They show, I don't know if this website shows what the monster looks like. That's going to be in this thing. It's kind of like a demonish thing.
Let me see.
But it looks kind of, we can't see that one, but.
Oh, here's the cast.
Yeah. Goes to which are
nope,
they didn't show,
no monster.
This
is closest
the
thing.
Kind of closest thing you get is like that. It's kind of like a woodsy monster. But it comes out February 12th on Nickelodeon, and I can't wait for it. I think it's gonna be really cool. A cool show. 90s. I believe the original is a Canadian show. Yeah, February 12th at 7:00. Episode of Friday night. I think it's gonna be good. If it's just as good as the first season, we'll see. Because I don't think it's only a limited series, so it's like about 4 or 5 episodes. But if you ever get a chance, I definitely recommend checking out the original. It's really good. The box sets when they came out, I think like $50, $60 though.
Really?
But if you ever can find a way to watch the original show, it's worth the watch. But yeah, season 2, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Curse of the Shadows, February 12th. So month today. So
Oh yeah, it is.
Can't wait for it.
Right? We're going to move on to video games now. And our first topic is that Kane Hodder, one of the most famous guys who played Jason in the Friday the 13th movie
Jason.
series, he was Jason in part 7, 8, and 9.
7 is okay. So he was in part 7, 8. And he was in.
What's 9?
Well, he was in 7, which was. What was when he did the girl that was Telic.
Yeah.
And then Jason Takes Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was in Jason Goes to Hell, and Jason's X.
He was Jason X?
Yep.
Okay.
So he's in 4 movies.
Yeah, and he's reportedly working with the developers Gun Media, who made the Friday the 13th game, on a new project. Now, he revealed, he teased this on Cameo. He said he was working on a new project, but he can't say what it is yet. He said, that's basically all he said. There's some fan speculation that it might be a game based on the Halloween movies.
Yep.
And the only evidence we have of that, where was it? It doesn't show it, but it says right here, it started with a vague tweet to Blumhouse CEO Jason Blum and Ryan Turek, who produced 2018's Halloween reboot, which is the only reason that a lot of people are saying that possibly the new game they're working on is a Halloween game.
That should be pretty cool.
Which could mean that maybe he would be doing the motion capture for Michael. Yeah.
Which could be pretty cool. I know he was in... What game was Michael in? It was like...
Is it Dead by Daylight?
Dead by Daylight, yeah. You play as Michael, which I think this could be pretty cool. I mean, Kane Hodder... Just putting on the Michael kind of side could be. Guess he'd be probably about the same size as the dude from the remake. So I think it's gonna be cool. We don't know a lot, like you said. So I hope it is. I'm crossing my fingers that maybe it's either that or the Hatchet series. You've never seen Hatchet, but Hatchet's really cool. He's like a monstrous creature and he fucking destroys people in it. But no matter what. I'm glad that we're still going to be able to get horror games like this, because I thought the Friday 13th game was good. It wasn't amazing, but I thought it was good for what it was.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for it. I know, like he said, he couldn't tell what it was, so maybe maybe October, maybe we'll find out something. Maybe they can come out with something for us when the movie comes out or something.
Yeah. All right. With that, we're going to move on to our next topic, and that is LucasFilm Games. Or what it is Star Wars and Lucasfilm have compiled basically all of their games and stuff like that into one thing that they're calling Lucasfilm Games. And what a lot of fans are hoping they're going to do is they're hoping that they're going to stop it with EA's exclusivity with Star Wars games and branch out to other developers. Because Disney and Star Wars, I'm pretty sure they own, they work with EA, sure, but I think they own a few game studios, too, that they're hoping they work with.
And I know EA has been I wouldn't say the trouble with it, I guess, but people I think I guess EA ain't a great game provider, to be honest. I mean, well, they did Star Wars Battlefront 2, which was good, but other than that, I haven't played one since Fallen Order.
Yeah.
And they did that one, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just want more Star Wars games. That's all I can say. I just kind of want Do you remember that game we used to have that Star Wars had? It was like for Xbox where you're like stormtroopers.
Battlefront?
No. You're just like stormtroopers related.
Stormtrooper related.
Like the.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was Battlefront that you're thinking of.
No.
Bear with us here. We're looking this up. Use the click button.
Of course.
You might have to press the refresh button.
I think Republic
Commando.
Yeah.
Oh, I never played
I
that.
never played that one.
No.
I haven't played it either, but I saw like gameplay of it. It looks really cool. I kind of want something like that where it's like a first person like story driven kind of.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I always thought that game was cool. Or something like, did you ever play I think it was Jango Fett game? It was like a Boba Fett, kind of like
Star Wars Bounty Hunter?
Yeah.
No.
No, that one was a fun game. I like that. I want something like that. Something that's just not. I want some story.
Yeah.
Like Fallen Order. I want more of that stuff. So I hope we can get something really good from Star Wars video game wise in the next few years.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm glad they've kind of maybe gone away from EA and give somebody else a shot.
Yeah.
I think that's what we need.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Our last topic of the day is going to be, this actually came out, I believe, today.
Mm-hmm. Just a few hours.
Bethesda and Lucasfilm are teasing a new Indiana Jones video game. Now, they just came out with a teaser. It's like a video right here. It came out this morning. There's no release date or anything yet because it was just like a teaser trailer. And, I mean, from the teaser trailer, it seems pretty interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't show a lot, but I mean...
No.
You see kind of like, I guess it'd be his desk.
Yeah.
And it like goes like through, and then you see the hat. He grabs the hat and the whip. I mean, you don't see him, but I'm excited we're getting a new Indiana Jones game because there was a game for PS2 several years ago. I can't remember what it was called, but it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. But what I was going to say before the show, I hope maybe they can make it like Uncharted.
Oh,
An
yeah.
Uncharted game, because I think that would work very good for Indiana Jones. But I hope what's his face does the voice.
Harrison Ford?
Harrison Ford. Hope Harrison Ford does the voice and everything. Because I think an Indiana Jones game could be really cool. Definitely if they do it in the Uncharted stylish.
Oh, yeah. An Indiana Jones game, like Uncharted style, would work really well.
It'd be really fun.
Knowing Bethesda, I think it might be like an Indiana Jones open world game.
Which would be fun
Because
too.
Bethesda, they're known mainly for open world games. I know they did Doom.
Yeah.
And, well, Doom was Bethesda and id Software, but Bethesda helped make it, so I consider them in that. But they made, like, Doom and Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Like, I think I don't know if Wolfenstein's open. I'm pretty sure Wolfenstein's linear. But Bethesda's known for, like, open world games.
Yeah.
So it would be cool if they did, like, an open world Indiana Jones game with, like, where you're Indiana Jones, you're, like, in the jungle or whatever, and you have to run around and look for treasure and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it could work.
Yeah, I think it'd be really fun too. I know it just came out today, so I don't have much of anything, but I'm sure it'll come out in a few years, and I'm definitely going to play it for sure. I already know that. That's going to be a must.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that, not much thing, but I guess we'll be talking to you next week. Hopefully have a good show. I know we're going to talk some... oh my God.
What is it?
We're going to be talking...
What are you trying to think of?
Harrison? No.
Star
Disney
Wars?
Plus.
Disney Plus. WandaVision.
WandaVision.
The first episode.
First
hey,
episode.
don't forget, the first episode of WandaVision comes out this Friday. Yes,
And
it's finally here.
We'll be talking to you about it next week.
Yes, we're going to give our full review.
I can't wait for it. The trailers look awesome. And I know it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for it. We'll be talking about that. Hopefully, got some more we can talk to you guys about. But until then, we'll talk to you then.
Yep. All right. See you guys.